How you doing, YouTube? Matt Master Beer Reviews. Back with yet another review. A little bit of super classic OG status level hopeful deliciousness. Because I'm reviewing it for the first time. Not first time having, but first time reviewing that is New Glarus. It's their Spotted Cow. Yeah, I've had my fair share of New Glarus stuff. I did their, I forget all the beers I've had. I did their kind of, actually I might have only reviewed one of their beers. And it might have been like a Schwarz beer or something like that. Anyway, I've been wanting to review this for quite some time. I've had it multiple times. I've had it at a bar. I've had it at bottle line, chairs, stuff like that. And but I've never actually drank it like on its own by itself. So I'm super pumped to dive into it. And yeah, this comes courtesy to my boy Andrew. He sent me off a box of Wisconsin. What box of Wisconsin wouldn't be complete without a little bit of New Glarus, albeit a little bit of Spotted Cow. Let's dive into this sucker, see what she's got. Okay. Small lettering, so I'm going to butcher all this. It says, every drop of Wisconsin's original farmhouse ale is artisan brewed and bottled by hard-working employee owners of New Glarus Brewing Company, right here in Little New Glarus, Wisconsin. Spotted Cow adheres to the Reinheitsgebot purity law, using only 4 hand-selected all-natural ingredients: yeast, hops, water, and malted barley. We allow the yeast to remain in the bottle to enhance the fullness of flavor so it's naturally cloudy. Expect this ale to be fun, fruity, and satisfying. You know you're in Wisconsin when you see the Spotted Cow. Yeah. It comes in at a glaring, you get it? ABV of, I have no idea, because I don't see it on the bottle. Yeah, so there you go. It's got to be small. Farmhouse ale. That's what they call it. That's weird. I always thought it was something. I thought it would be like a lager or something like that. I don't know why. Just never really bothered to read it. We'll see what's what. We'll pop on there, give it a pour, see what she's got. Yeah, so thank you very much, Andrew, for sending this off. This is actually a long time coming. And honestly, I am in the mood for some crushers, so hopefully this one shows and proves. I know it will. Labeling-wise, it is absolutely 1000% fantastic because it's Spotted Cow. It's New Glarus. It's basic. There's nothing crazy, pretentious about it. It just looks exactly like what you'd expect from a bottle of beer, from a homebrew, from a brewery who bottles beer in 12-ounce format from Wisconsin. It's kind of exactly what you'd expect. It's a chow. God damn it, the words are hard. It's a cow jumping over a state. That state be Wisconsin. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, it looks the part of a farmhouse ale. I mean, she's got a soft haze to her, half a pinky finger of tight, compact weight head. I mean, she looks the part. Let's see what she smells like. Okay. I mean, basing it off the label, it doesn't really smell much like a farmhouse ale. Not necessarily in a negative way. Maybe the slightest bit of soft little peppery vibes. But for me, it comes off as a basic kind of, I don't know, it's Kolschy kind of cream ale kind of vibe to it. Somewhere around there. It smells quite nice, soft malt characteristics. Everything's soft in here. Nothing's too jarring. If anything, fruit characteristics, soft melon vibe, but I'm really kind of reaching for that. Like I said, it may be placebo effect, but I'm getting an ever so slightest bit of soft white peppery vibes, but that's pretty much it. It smells like a soft, kind of Kolschy kind of cream ale. Let's dive in. Cheers. I could drink 7,000 of these. What's the ABV on this fucking thing? This is barbecue beer. This is summer beer. This is fucking golfing beer. This is yard work beer. This is beer. That's what that is. Man, I could drink. And you know what? I have no idea the price point on this. I usually do that at the end, so hopefully someone chimes in and lets me know. But every part of my soul wants this to be less than $35 for a case. Because if you can give me this for $35, $38 a case or less, this is being stocked at my house at all times. And this will replace that macro adjunct lager that I keep around my house for chugging purposes, i.e. Miller High Life. It comes off, honestly, it kind of comes off. Back it up. I was just about to say some douchey shit. And that comes off a elevated version of the macro lager. It doesn't. Because it doesn't have any of those kind of corny vibes to it. There's no kind of like, there's always this kind of subtle kind of like sour mash thing going on in like adjunct lagers from the corn. You're not getting that here. You're just getting a rich maltiness that comes off quite creamy. So it comes out more like a cream ale than a farmhouse ale for me. So think like a really nice, well done wheat malt based kind of saison, but knock out that saison yeast, go with just the base kind of like ale yeast and make it more of a Kolsch or a cream ale as opposed to, cold fermented a little bit so it's a little bit crisp, but it doesn't have as much as those kind of like saison kind of esteriness coming off of it to really be a true kind of farmhouse ale. That's kind of how it comes off. Yeah, soft, creamy, malt forward, a little bit of melon vibes. Very much somewhere, if a saison dropped out its yeastiness and had a baby with a Kolsch and a cream ale, that's kind of where this comes off. And those things, that trifecta, not fourfecta, the trifecta, comes off really nice, really tasty. And honestly, probably one of the better just general summer chuggers that I've had as of late. I mean, listen, we're not talking about a hurricane of flavor both in the nose and the taste. We're not talking about something that is going to rewrite the books when it comes to beer in general. What we're talking about is just plain old, fantastically made, delicious beer. What more do you want? Sure, I like my hair lit on fire with barley wines and crazy double IPAs and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes I just want to drink beer. And this is more beer-flavored beer than what I would consider kind of adjunct beer. Because a lot of times when I drink a beer, I'm like, that's beer-flavored beer. This is kind of like what I would expect a lot of the big macro producers, your Buds, your Miller, your Coors, those breweries. This is kind of what I assume their beers kind of tasted like before the kind of proliferate. I was going to say proliferation, and I butcher words all the time. I shouldn't have tried that shit. I would have said the invention. That would have come off way better for everybody else. Modern machinery. Like they're brewing beer without kind of centrifuges and filters and all those kind of things. This is what I assumed those beers were like. Pre-rice, pre-corn, pre-all those things. That's kind of what I'm assuming those beers were like back in the day. You can understand why people really enjoyed them. Man, just makes me want to go to Wisconsin and chug some beers. Because here's the thing. This is fantastic, and I know this is shelf turd out there. And you know what's also shelf turd? Is their ruby red? Not their ruby red. Their red tart sour or something like that. Shit is like liquid cherry strawberry Jolly Ranchers, and that shit makes my wiener so hard. So to have that and this be a shelfie, it's probably one of the more fantastical things for anybody to have in their life when it comes to like locally grown beer. But anyway, does not suck. I like it. I dig it. I think it's fantastic. I'm sure it gets a halfway decent but probably way shittier rating than it does in all the rating apps. Done and done. Is it one of the better low ABV crushers that I've had as of late? Yes. I do my end of the year low ABV crushers. This is probably going to be on it. Let's put it that way. Again, it's not world beating as far as flavor and profile and all that kind of stuff. It's just what I want to drink. It's drinking beer in the most purest and beautiful sense of the word. Value and availability, no idea. Andrew or somebody out there in the WI want to let me know what's what and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like beer. I mean, this is beer. If you don't like this, you don't like beer. Done and done. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little spotted cat right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.